Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel where we focus on using ordinary materials to make beautiful things. It's another Motivational Monday, yay! And today is Halloween, so happy Halloween to those of you who enjoy this holiday. In honor of Halloween, I was actually looking for a quote that was maybe mystical Halloween-like, and I found a quote, but then I went in a totally different, not Halloween direction with it, so there it is. The best laid plans of mice and men, right? So our quote today is, "The universe is full of magical things." And I do think that's true. I think there's a lot of magic around us and we just don't see it a lot of times. So I was thinking of like, what would represent magic? And I thought, oh, I could do, like a nighttime scene and mystical and stuff. And I thought, no, that's not really what I think of magical. When I think of magical, I think of like fairies or angels. There have been many times in my life when I felt like my guardian angels were looking out for me and my family. So I decided to go with an angel theme. And the universe is full of magical things. So here's what I have. I have some cutouts. I have this, which I've blown up from a book. So it's from On the Wings of Angels, and here's the actual page. My printer is not fabulous, so the colors are always a little skewed. They're never quite what they are here, but I just thought that was beautiful, and I love the lavenders and the pretty colors. So that's where I got my angels from. And then I have a little lion that I just thought was super cute, and he's gonna be, hanging out here with the angels. And he came from this old-time cigar label book. I should have marked the page. Here he is. He's right here. And so again, you can see my printer really doesn't do very well with the colors. The color's much prettier here, but we'll live with what we have. So that's where I got my images from. This one actually has like a CD with it where you can print them and use them in projects. And I thought that our lion should be an angel too, so I pulled out some butterfly wings. I thought we'd give him a little, a couple little wings here, maybe draw one in the background to kind of finish him off. So then they needed a background, so I went through and looked through some pages I had. This is from a magazine. It is from March 2022. I see recipes, the workbook, good things. So I'm trying to think, is that the Martha Stewart one when it says good things, or is it something else? I don't know. It doesn't say. So anyway, it's one of those. It's one of those like home magazines, home and garden kind of magazines. It's like that. It's probably not Better Homes and Gardens. It might be Better Homes and Gardens. Might be a different one. Anyway, that's kind of where this is from. And so my thought is we're going to build this onto this background, and I kind of like the juxtaposition of the photograph versus these, which are art. They're painted. These are painted or drawn. And so, I kind of like that juxtaposition of these because that kind of makes them seem more magical since they stand out from the background a little more. And then of course we'll decorate them and do some stuff to them. So I opened the next page. Oops. I'm trying to get hold of my book here. In the book that we're working on. And this is last week's. And it's this one. So it's a little bit smaller. So I cut a piece of cardstock. It's a piece of it. It looks like it's a piece of an envelope maybe. So I cut a piece of cardstock to fit this, and we'll build everything on that, and then I'll just glue it in. And then we are running out of space here. I gotta make sure we've got enough for the end of the year. And I do want to do the cover when we finish, so that's where it's going. Okay, so I did cut a piece of cardstock, and then this is a little a little big width-wise, but not height-wise. So trying to decide how to deal with that. Should I put like a little bit of washi tape under it, maybe? Maybe something at the bottom, maybe just some dark washi at the bottom and then this over it. That might be a good choice. So let's grab some dark washi tape. I have some that's just kind of plain black that should kind of blend in with this dark down here. I'm going the right way with it. Of course, now it doesn't want to come up. Oh, okay. Well, there's not very much of it. Maybe, you get down to the end of something. But we only need a little sliver, so maybe we can just glue it on. Get this catalog here to use for gluing. Maybe we can just glue it on just to get that bottom edge covered. Because we only need just a tiny little sliver at the bottom. And I turned it the wrong way. Okay. Thought I had the flat edge against the bottom here, which is what I was going for. But alas, I did not. Okay. Grab my towel here. So it's the very end of the washi tape and it's got a little sticky on it there. There we go. That came off easily enough. And then we just need just a little bit more here. So get that glued on. Then we can glue on the picture. And hopefully that will be enough to cover that bottom edge. Because I'm hoping just the black will just make it just enough, if I line it up then with the top. And that should be, yeah, see, that should be just enough to cover that, and it just kind of blends in. All right, so that's what we're looking for. So let's see if we can get this glued down. I kind of have folded it a little bit where the edge of the paper is, so I don't have to put a bunch of glue there. Can just cut that off. All right. See if I can get it lined up here before it sticks down totally, completely. The edge. Oh, come on. Probably should have just put glue on the edge and done that and then added glue after I had the edge down. That might have been a better choice. Hindsight's 20/20, right? Okay. Getting a little bit of wrinkling, but I'm not really worried about it because the angels are going to cover most of the background anyway. I just needed some environment for them to be in. And apparently I didn't get enough glue. Maybe I didn't do, I bet I didn't do the bottom, huh? We just need an environment for, for the angels to be in. And it seems like since the quote says there's, the universe is full of magical things, that maybe we would include the natural world as one of those magical things, or part of that magic. I certainly would. I think nature is magical in many respects. Okay. That trimmed down. There we go. There's our background. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our angels in. I do want to cover this up, but I don't think, again, that'll be a problem. And I think I can move them here where it looks like they're standing. So it looks like this one's standing on some concrete here, and this one looks like it's got kind of 1 foot on one step and 1 foot on the other. So that's, I think that's about where we want it. Okay. Let's get some glue on here. Get it all glued down, and then we can do the fun part, which is adding embellishments and all kinds of stuff. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do some outlining on this, just because I definitely want the angels to stick out from the background. I did consider actually putting like a layer of napkin over the background to kind of push it further back, but I really don't want it to be that far back. And I do want it to be, I do like the juxtaposition, as I said, of the photograph versus the drawn slash painted things. Throwing stuff around here. Let's trim this a little bit. Okay. All right, so he's standing, she is standing on a concrete thing here, and then this one has like 1 foot on one, 1 foot down on the step, so that's good. And then we have our lion, who is going to be walking right here in front of them. I think I really like the lion, and I like too because they're kind of looking down, so I think they need something to look down at. So I think the idea of having our little lion down here is good. I think we might want to put the wings on him first. So I'm thinking, let's see, if we put the wings there, let's see, where would the wings go? Like here, do you think? Or do you think they'd go further down? Where do they look better? I think maybe here, but I also think maybe I want to trim this just a little, like just a little slit, so that maybe the wing can go under just a little bit, like that. I think that might be good. And then this one really would need to go this way in order to be behind it. We would need a second one. Do we need a second one behind it to show that there's another one back there? Or should we could just outline a little bit, I think. Okay. Let's go ahead and attach his wing. Is that about right? Trying to get that angle right. I had it a second ago, and now I'm looking at it going, I don't know. Okay, that seems about right. All right. Let's go ahead then and glue him down. like my lion. I just think he adds a cute little touch. You know, because he's like a big kitty cat for the angels. And heaven knows I think kitty cats are angelic anyway. And dogs too. I'm a pet person, so I just like pets in general. See if we can get it down here. Do this from the back just to make sure we get some good adhesion. All right. Okay, and so now we're ready to do something to them. So the question is do we want to get out some watercolors? I'm not really sure I do. I think I want to do some outlining, just to bring all the parts kind of forward a little bit. And I do think I'm going to use a fine liner for that. And then we'll put our wording up here, and we'll definitely add some bling. So I'm going to start the outlining, and that usually takes a few minutes. So, and we all know that I can't outline and draw and talk to you at the same time. I don't know why, I just can't. So I'm going to get that started, and then I will be back when I'm done with it. Okay, I'm back, and I have done the outlining, and I think that's added quite a bit. I just used a fine liner and went around everything, and I really think you can see the lion's face, and these details become much more prominent. So I'm really liking this. It's bowing a little bit, but once I glue it into the book, it should be okay. So I'm thinking that we have these angels. So as far as bling goes, I think maybe pearls or something like that. I do have a few pink. I have a few light pink pearls. And then I have quite a few kind of white pearls. Those are very large. These are a little smaller. These are some flowers. These are smaller still. And then I probably have, well, I'll just bring the tub over. Why not? You can see my messy tub. I have stuff sorted by color, but then it's just all kind of thrown into the tub, which is not very helpful, I know. So then I have this, and I have these pearls. So we have quite a few pearls. I have some rickrack and some lace. These are a little more candlelight versus bright white, so take some of those. Maybe some lace on the wings. I don't know. Let's see. What do we think? I think the lace is going to be too much. Yeah. So it's kind of a question too. And then I have some of these stickers that, you know, since we've got all these flowers here, I was wondering about adding some up here. Although, honestly, I guess we better put the words in before we do that. So my thought was, I wonder if I could add like a little tree branch up there. So our quote again is, "The universe is full of magical things." And I went ahead and wrote it on a piece of paper here. And I was thinking we'd just pop it in there. And then I wonder, let's see, so if we put it there, I'm kind of interested in adding a little more magic with some birds here, but so I don't know. I was thinking it looks like a tree branch, but it's gonna cover up. It's too long. I think it's too long for to deal with our quote. Yeah, I think it's gonna interfere. Well, I mean, I could back it up a little bit, I guess, but then it doesn't really look like it's attached to anything. You know, I was kind of hoping to just add a little tree branch here, maybe. Do I have something smaller? Maybe one of these coming up that way, maybe. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this in because it's moving around on me, and right now the page bowing a little bit is not helping. So let's get our quote in there, since that was the inspiration for the whole thing, right? Put that up there. So let's see, I was wondering, so I kind of like that. It's not stuck down very much. Here's a smaller little tree branch with a bird. You know, maybe we could build that off of there. Kind of liking those. This is still very large, but I wonder if we could use part of it. Maybe just this little part. I think that's going to kind of encroach on our angel there. Okay, so I think we'll just leave those and put this one back for another day. I can get it back on the doohickey. It should be okay. All right. So let's maybe put in some pearls. I have these little pink ones, and I was wondering, I was contemplating putting them on the flowers, but I kind of like the detailed drawing around the flowers. So my problem is I really like all the outlining, and I don't want to cover up very much of it. So I'm not really sure. Maybe just a few. Those seem pretty large still, don't they? Wonder if we should go with something smaller. Just use the hot glue gun. Now, should we put some around, like maybe just coming out here on the fabric she's holding up, just to kind of emphasize? What do you think? That might be interesting. Just kind of put some here. Let's see. About to drip here. We did several little lines of pearls. Maybe like they're coming off of her hands a little bit. Just popped off, didn't it? Okay, apparently I'm not getting enough glue. So let's try again. I was trying to be, really sparing with the glue, so there wasn't a lot of extra on there, but you have to get enough on there so it sticks. So try again here. And then it helps if you don't cut it off there. Maybe a little piece here. Let's see. Just gonna do this little section. I feel like maybe this little section would be where the folds are. One more there. Hope my head's not in the way of the camera. Sometimes I do that and I don't mean to. If it is, I apologize. I start looking at things and then I turn my head and suddenly it's in the way and just make it a mess today, huh? And maybe one more right on the edge there. Almost like they're just falling from her hands. I kind of like that. That's looking pretty good, I think. Little pink pearls there. Let's see. What else? What else should we do? Maybe we should put some white pearls on the other one over here. Should we put them up the stem? Maybe we should put them up the stem for the flower, for the flowers. That might be kind of neat. Just some little touches. I don't think it needs a lot because I really like just the pictures on this one. Sometimes I feel like the pictures need, you know, something else to be more interesting. Especially when it's just like a magazine something. I don't want it to just be a magazine something, but I think because these are drawn and are pieces of art, I like them better. So I think it's easier for me to kind of leave them. I'm not sure I got that long enough. Yeah, I guess it did. Because they have more line and personality and stuff anyway than just like a magazine page. All right, I like that. What else should we do? I like that both of them, it's like, you know, holding on to it. Here's this, and then this one's coming down here. Should we put something on the butterfly wings down here? Or should we give the wings a little bit or no? Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it needs much else. I don't know. I feel like it kind of, I feel like I could probably definitely put some jewels on there, but I don't know. Is that going to be way too much? Way too much, do you think? Let's look at these again. And if we put a few of them on some of the flowers, maybe. Not all of the flowers, just one. Maybe one there. And then maybe this one. We could do the same thing with the white ones. Just put a few. See, I keep saying I think it's done, and then I keep adding stuff to it. Typical me. Because, you know, you could just never have too much fun stuff on it, right? So maybe one over here. Kind of make a little triangle with these as well. Get that stuck under. One there. Okay. All right. I think maybe that's done. I don't know. Should we? Ooh, we could have them walking on some pearls at the bottom, couldn't we? I'm not sure we need that. Does the lion need a pearl or two, maybe in his ears? I don't know. I keep wanting to do something to the lion, but I like him the way he is, so I should just stop. Okay, really, I think I like it just the way it is. I don't want to overdo this one because I just really like these pictures, and so I don't want them to be lost in all the stuff. Okay, so I'm going to call this one done and glue it into my book. And I hope you have enjoyed this and had a good time today. I would really appreciate a thumbs up if you did. It really helps me with getting found on YouTube and trying to bring in more viewers. And that's kind of my goal right now, is to try to build an audience. So if you are a subscriber here, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. If you are not, I invite you to join us. We have a Motivational Monday every week, and then on Thursdays, I post whatever else I happen to be working on. So enjoy your time with us. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, remember, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.